Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. I am Mikey. That is Devin.
Damn, I wish I could remember what we talked about. I couldn't even remember what we talked about the Super Bowl.
If it has to come down to that, or I just seem like a hater to get my point across, I'll do it.
Oh my God, he missed it!
I've been watching rewatching the Scream movies.
So you're gonna say something wildly different, but
What? What else? I mean, it's just
I
movies.
thought it was
It's
gonna be
scary.
mayonnaise related. What you were gonna say?
It's what? It's October. It's mid-October. It's almost Halloween.
Yeah.
I've been watching the Scream. The original Scream's really like 1 and 2. Oh, no, 1. I really just like 1. But, you're not a Scream guy. No, just fuck it. Scary movies at all? No?
Not at all.
So you now okay, and here's my
We've
thing.
talked
Ladies and
about
gentlemen,
this
welcome to
many times. Like I still haven't.
No.
And this is
No, I kind of
disrespectful a little bit. I still haven't seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Streets or anything like that.
No, super disrespectful. But here's the problem.
It's very disrespectful.
You claim not. I mean, you don't. I guess you don't publicly claim, but like, you put off the vibe that you're like a movie guy.
I know some movies. I like some movies.
And I feel like it's in terms of being a movie guy, like a lot. You can have certain genres you're just not into. But I feel like just in terms of movies, like just the world of movies in general, like just
It's not a
there
part
are
of my
horror-
world of movies.
But horror movies, there are certain horror movies that are just staples in just movies itself.
Yeah,
You know?
my Halloween movie like staple knowledge is like what's on your shirt, Halloween Town.
Okay, so you're a child, so you just watch like little.
Well, like I would watch those
little Halloween shows.
movies with like Ghostly Mostly.
No.
Doesn't count.
So you watched like Disney like Halloween specials, and that was about it.
Like
You didn't.
like the haunted Zack and Cody episode with what's that fun? What was that guy's name? Ernesto or something?
Sure.
What was his name?
I think that was his
It's
name.
not his name. That was racist.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, and you were
Enrique?
probably
Ernesto.
no. See, now you're getting there. Now you're starting to. See, now you're just spitballing. See, at first you should have just stuck with your gut.
Ernesto.
Either way, so
yeah,
you don't watch scary movies, which is kind of crazy. Even though I've been kind of on a scary movie run, which is just basically Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street for now. Because who watches Friday the 13th? I'm not gonna lie. Like I could agree with you. Like nobody's watching Friday the 13th. I'm not watching Halloween. I don't care, especially those original ones. They kind of suck. And then everything now is kind of just gory instead of, or you got like
Sure.
movies that are gory, and then the scary movies now. I don't even know what a scary movie is nowadays. I'm not.
I've
gonna
seen
lie.
what's that movie?
It's gonna be someone probably with a knife. Like,
The
it's gonna
Purge.
kill you. He's gonna kill you.
Doesn't
Yeah,
count.
I mean, the original Purge was cool.
Yeah.
And like the second one was all right, and then it turned into like a whole other fucking.
It's a different world.
Yeah, that's the problem. You can't make a good movie because it turns into a bunch of bad ones. So
Yeah, like Sharknado. The first one.
no, but have you ever? There is one movie, Two-Headed Shark. Two-Headed Shark.
What's it called?
Very low. I think it was very. You said what's it called?
Yeah.
Two-Headed Shark.
Two-Headed Shark. Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Nice.
Two-Headed Shark.
Yeah.
Two-Headed Shark. That's what the movie's called. Very low budgeted, by the way. I remember watching it, and it was like as they were jumping off the boat, you could see like the guys in the back like calling on the walkie-talkies, like,
That's
"All
awesome.
right, Sydney next." Like
That's awesome.
there wasn't much going on.
That's one thing I
budget-wise for that
can't
movie.
physically with my eyes watch is those really shitty low budget movies. I doesn't work. But
What's the thing?
I'm not
Yeah, I'm not on Netflix enough to see low budget movies.
like, oh hell no. I just scroll to the end of like the comedy page till I get to like the Indian comedies, like Gupta Goes to Space or something. I can say that I'm Indian, but yeah, no, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know those movies were real, like Scream, and I didn't know those were things. They're so old.
All right. Now we have to go back. Scream is not old.
Which one's old?
The first Scream was 96, and they just came. They're still no, because
That's not old.
Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street is 80s. Fucking Halloween and Friday 13th is 80s.
Okay.
That's Scream is 96.
I don't like. I really didn't know that those movies were big until they started. Like it was that same like 2010 to 2013 time where they were re-releasing these movies and shit. They made another Friday the 13th and another Halloween or whatever the hell.
Well, the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street was awful.
Figured.
It was so bad. Well, the one around that time that you're talking about, I think it was like 2010. It
Yeah.
was. I mean, it was so bad. I think that's why they haven't made like another one since.
Okay, that's fair.
And they probably never will.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a part of my watching stuff as a child, and hasn't been.
Well, it needs to be one day.
I'll try.
Just certain ones. I mean, there's 40 of each one, so you don't have to watch all of them, but you can just watch like the original.
I'll watch
and then
the
just get it out
first
of the
ones.
way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. 7 minutes in, and I'll introduce us. You got me. You got Devin. It's Halloween. It's Halloween season, so get your fucking movies in. Get your movies in, or not. Be Devin and watch fucking I don't know, something with Shia LaBeouf in it. But we got
you
NFL
watch more
Week
Shia
7.
LaBeouf movies than I do. The best.
I can't name 3 Shia LaBeouf movies. You could.
You could name 3.
No, I couldn't.
You have 2. Sure you do. Holes?
No, I don't. I have 1.
You have Holes?
Holes? I couldn't have. This thing. I couldn't have remembered.
You've
I
seen
couldn't even
Holes?
remember he was in that. I couldn't have remembered he was
the
in that.
fucking main character.
I just remember the curly haired kid, the little younger guy. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't remember.
But no, his best movie is Peanut Butter Falcon.
Sure.
He
Peanut Butter Falcon.
A dude with Down syndrome escapes where he's living, and then Shia LaBeouf kind of escapes with him and helps the kid live out his dream of being a professional wrestler. And his stage name is the Peanut Butter Falcon. It's an awesome movie. It really is a fucking great movie. No, I'm being serious.
Are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious. It's a fucking sick movie. But no, it is funny that the concept of Shia LaBeouf traveling the state of North Carolina with a dude with Down syndrome. But it's a fucking great movie.
Was he like really into peanut butter?
No, they were camping one night and he covered himself in peanut butter and then put sticks with leaves on his back and made wings, and became the Peanut Butter Falcon.
Okay. Well, we got games to get into. We got week 7 games. We got games wrapping up right now. We got power rankings. We got some, OPLYs, MVPs, DPLYs to give out. But Devin, we had a weird week. Last week we were on Fraud Watch. Last week we were finding out a couple things about some teams, maybe learning a couple new things. But this week, I don't know. There were a couple blowouts. There were. I'm not even sure where to start. I mean, we can start in London. We can start overseas.
Love it.
You can start with the Rams versus Jacksonville, which I don't know. You wake up 9:30. You expect a good game. You expect maybe possible 4-2 Jacksonville to show up and do something. And then Matt Stafford throws 5 touchdowns.
Was it 21-0 at half?
Yeah, Something like that. Matt Stafford throws 5 touchdowns in London with no Puka. Puka doesn't play.
Puka
He
didn't
throws
even
5
go to London
touchdowns in
yet.
London. Puka, are you sure? I thought they showed bro on the sideline, but maybe he wasn't in London. Either way,
Oh.
it doesn't matter. Now Jacksonville. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna sit here and go, "Oh, they're Jacksonville." Not yet, at least. There maybe later down the line we could sit here and go, "Oh, they're Jacksonville." But for now, I think they might be on. Like, remember last year when we were like, "Man, just give the Chargers an off season."
That was 2 years ago. No, that was
Well,
last year. It was 2 years
it
ago.
was well, it was going. It was last off season.
Yeah,
We
you're right.
wanted them to get last off season. Is
Yes.
what we wanted them to have, and they had that off season, and they didn't really do much. What they did, we didn't love.
No.
And we're kind of seeing that it doesn't really work past the first 2 weeks of the season. But Jacksonville's kind of on a give them an off season type of run right now.
Yeah, but to a point, like similar to the Chargers, where it's like, yeah, give them an off season, but the organization is gonna find a way to destroy it. But it's just consistency issues, which is weird. They'll go out and play a ultra competitive game and then not show up at all against the Rams, who've struggled to our expectations this year. But we also said about the Rams, like, this is a game where they have to show up and be the Rams offense they're supposed to be, and kind of did. And then Jacksonville just had nothing offensively.
Yeah, we'll see. But the Rams are the Rams are legit. We kind of already knew. At least I already knew the Rams.
Well, they're legit to an extent. Like they're as legit as a team can be in the NFL right now in 2025. Like if we're comparing this to a Rams of 2019 or or like just years past teams, they'd probably look like shit right now. But this year, with all the weird shit that's happening, the Rams are competitive. They're a top team.
Are not? I mean, are there not? I mean, there's not. Are there 3 teams in the NFC better? Probably, maybe. All right, maybe.
No.
Maybe there's 3. Maybe there's 3.
But it right now is what I'm saying is like it depends week to week, which is a shame.
I mean, Detroit, Philly.
But Philly, not really. And then Tampa doesn't show up tonight.
I mean, they lost to Philly. They lost to Philly up 21.
Yeah, but
I thought the Rams were going to go in there and do their thing, and they didn't. They didn't do their thing. But okay, obviously Jags don't get the dub. Rams get the dub. I think we need to give Jacksonville an off season. They're 4-3. I don't think they're playoff contenders. They're not. This isn't. Maybe they could still end with like a cool 8 wins. I don't know. Like ceiling is 8 wins, right? Like maybe
they're still in playoff contention, only because it's still the AFC South. Yes, the Colts are playing off the charts right now. They're playing not so ball right now. Jonathan Taylor's best running, well, not the best, but the top running back in the league right now. For now, so we'll see. There's time. It's the AFC South, but for now, the Colts are gonna win.
The 6-1 Colts. I don't think they're letting Jacksonville. I don't think they're letting Jacksonville take that division over. Jacksonville's what? They're 4-3. They still got. All right, they got the Raiders. They got Houston. They got the Chargers. They got Arizona. They got Tennessee. They got Indianapolis. They got Indianapolis twice. They got the Jets. They got Denver. They got Tennessee. All right.
A lot of that sounds like butter to me, dude. That sounds like a lot of butter. I mean, Jacksonville's not a hot knife. Jacksonville's not a hot knife, but they've been sitting out on the counter for a little bit. They're not in the fridge. They're going to slice through that
sitting
butter.
out on the counter with the window open, like in the sun's kind of hitting it.
In August.
Compared
to the Jets and the Titans? Fuck.
Well, yeah, no, it's compared to Jets or Titans, they're they're a better fucking football team than them. But you just said compared to the 0-7 Jets, yeah, no, they're better than them.
But yeah,
And the 1-6 Titans, yeah, they're better than them. But okay, they play Tennessee twice. That's 2 more wins. They play Vegas. That's a dub. They play Houston. I'm sorry, the way they're looking tonight already. They play Houston. That's a fucking hell, dude. Houston sucks. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna get to Houston, but Houston is. I'm so disappointed in Houston. Houston sucks so bad, bro. It's so sad. But Houston, that's another dub. The Chargers. We'll keep that off the list for now. Arizona. The Colts, they're gonna lose both of those games. The Jets, they win that, and then so that's 6, and then Denver, they probably lose. So that's 6 wins already. So they could go what? They can go 10-7, 10-7, possibly make the playoffs. All right, I take it back. These fuckers are playoff contenders. Never mind. My bad.
I mean,
My bad. The Jags are still playoff contenders
for now, yeah.
but they're not doing anything. But they will. They may possibly win enough games to make to the playoffs this year. Cardinals, Jets, not really much. Not Cardinals, Jets. Excuse me. Carolina versus the Jets.
Yeah. Fields
So,
gets benched.
I mean, the only question: does he get benched or does he?
See, but that's the thing. Because they didn't pull him for a concussion, it's a benching.
Yeah, see, it's like they pulled him, but they. Yeah, I guess
They put him back in the game.
Ooh, it may. That's why I was gonna say, yeah, is they
So
rule
they
him out
can't be
for
like, oh,
concussion
he's
and
medically not clear to play. They already decided he was.
yeah,
So
exactly.
they
If you have
benched
a
him.
concussion,
But it's also coincidentally at the same time period where he should not be the Jets quarterback anymore.
yeah, but you got to think. I mean, Aaron Glenn right now is what he's got Justin Fields, and he's playing so bad. He's like, fuck it, let's put Tyrod Taylor out there. I mean, and I know obviously this is partially his fault, or maybe it's not his fault. Maybe the Jets are just making moves that he's sitting down there going, I don't know what they're doing at quarterback. But I will say, my only question from this game, just a thought was, like, Aaron Glenn deserves a year without Justin Fields as his quarterback, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you mean? Like, you're telling me he doesn't get a year? Like he doesn't deserve the coach next year?
Like
he should
this
get
year might
get fired for.
I mean, he's got to win a game, but this year might be so bad that like his last ditch effort is benching Fields. But again, this feels it's not really a benching. It's he got a concussion and no one said shit, and then they had to pull him. But if Aaron Glenn doesn't win a game this year, he's getting fired.
No, but fuck the benching. What I'm saying is he doesn't even deserve a year like next year. Or what I'm saying, like just to have a season with a different quarterback that isn't Justin Fields, and not Tyrod Taylor, who is your backup quarterback.
If he can show some hope.
How much hope can he show when he's running with Justin Fields?
There's plenty of bad quarterbacks in this league, and they're not 0-7.
Yeah, well, okay. First of all, nobody else is 0-7. Second of all, the Jets suck.
The Jets
just
are
as a
bad.
whole, like they suck.
But
so
I mean, this is a league where head coaches get flipped, and if you're going to go 1-7 or 0-17, I really hope you get fired.
Sure, but there's got to be a world where, all right, you got sent away by Chicago. Man, was it really your fault? Who the fuck knows? And then you went to Pittsburgh, and Mike Tomlin decided to take Russell Wilson over you, and we see how good Russell Wilson was doing in New York this season. Nothing to write home about. But then you got Justin Fields in New York with the Jets. They're 0-7.
See, but here's the thing. Justin Fields wasn't the only problem in Chicago, obviously. Justin Fields wasn't the only problem in Pittsburgh, obviously. So Justin Fields hasn't been the only problem in a place. Has he been a positive impact? Not that much. But
No.
I don't think Justin Fields is bad enough right now for the Jets to not have a win.
Okay, but Pete Carroll is going to get a chance to coach next season, whether Gino's there or not.
Yeah, Pete Carroll's proven. This is Aaron Glenn's first year as a head coach.
And he's given
And he's 0-7.
shit. This
Well,
is like
no, this is the same team that was
he's given
expected to do
shit.
something last year with Aaron Rodgers.
This isn't really.
There's
the
no
same
way the team has
It-
changed that fucking much.
Wait.
Same running back.
Hold on. Say
same
that.
receiver.
No. Wait. I want you to say the same thing you said before I said no. It's not. It's not the same team. It's the what? It's the same team that what?
Was expected to win games
You said
last
this
year.
Jets team with,
Aaron Rodgers.
and you said there's no difference this year.
Well, aside from, but
Well-
how many games did they win last year? 4?
Okay, probably as many as Aaron's already won this year. What I'm saying is Aaron Rodgers wasn't the fucking problem because the Jets fucking suck. So you take Aaron Rodgers off of the Jets, who the Jets already suck. You take Justin Fields. First of all, and Robert Saleh sucks as a head coach anyways. You take Justin Fields, put him as a head coach on the Jets, or as a quarterback on the Jets, and it makes it even worse. Aaron Glenn, sure, we don't know what he's capable of, but we know how bad the Jets are.
Yes, but if
It's
Robert
obvious.
Saleh
Like,
went
this isn't-
0-7 to start a season, he's getting fired.
Robert Saleh had multiple shots, multiple opportunities.
He had a year and a half, and one of those
He
years
had
was with
multiple
Zach Wilson,
opportunities.
and he won more games with Zach Wilson than he did Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, when are we gonna I'm trying to get to the point where we can just accept that Justin Fields is the issue.
He's
Or is
not.
an issue.
He's an issue. He's not the issue.
Justin Fields sucks.
No,
This man
Fields does
sucks.
suck,
You
but-
don't go out there and throw for the man threw for 47 yards 2 weeks ago.
That's a lot.
Did we forget
That's
about
almost
this?
half
Did
a
we forget
football
about
field, Michael.
Did we forget about Justin Fields throwing for 47 yards? Like he played. He played the game. He didn't get hurt in the first quarter, Devin.
What do you go, like
He
7 for
threw
19 or something?
47 yards.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something terrible.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, Aaron Glenn deserves to, I guess, coach another year, but he's got to win at least one game. You can't. That 0-17 would be the worst season in NFL history. If he does that, he's done.
He's done. And since we're done talking about the Jets, I just want to say, like,
The Panthers
we're
are
talking about coaches.
bad too.
We're talking about coaches and everything, and I know you were like last episode. You were like, "Whoa, D'Amico, don't say that." The Houston Texans have the absolute worst red zone defense I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm glad I said that because I got to jinx them while saying it. Houston scores; it's still a football game. But before this touchdown, Houston has been struggling so bad in the fucking red zone, and finally, CJ Stroud made a play after what? 58 minutes of football?
Awesome.
58 minutes of football. But no. Anyways, Aaron Glenn deserves another chance. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a couple weeks. Vegas versus Kansas City. Like I said,
No. Bad.
67 yards from Gino.
Who's there? Do
67.
they have a backup quarterback?
It was who fucking went in for him? He went out. Is Kenny
8.
Pickett?
Oh, Pickett.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett went out there. So like cool, I guess. I don't know. At this point, I'd probably. The problem is they paid him a lot of money.
For
So
what?
they're like They
4 years,
kind of have to pay him 3 years.
3 to 4 years.
Was it like 120 over 3?
Yeah, I think it was. No, that was a stinky face that he's getting 40 mil a year to throw the most picks in the league and then get benched for Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett could be one of those guys like who could just pop up and have a resurgence as a quarterback. I doubt it, but I mean,
Yeah, you can't, you don't have a resurgence when you never surged.
That's fair. That's fair.
If that
He had
makes sense.
he had a game. He had a good game on the Steelers.
Yeah. But you got like Daniel Jones won a playoff game in New York. Like he surged at one point.
All
You
right,
he's
that was
resurging.
Saquon, and guess what's happening right now? Guess what's happening right now?
God.
He's got a Saquon-esque fucking running back running for 3 tutties a fucking game.
Wow, it's almost like in the history of the NFL, successful quarterbacks have good running backs they can rely on.
Sometimes
It's crazy. It's almost like the MVP last year had the best running back in the NFL last year. It's
second.
like he had James Cook. It's a second, whatever the fuck. Who was the best?
Oh wait,
Saquon.
Are
Oh
you
wait,
saying-
the guy that won the Super Bowl last year. Oh wait, wait. You mean the guy that won the Super Bowl last year and Super Bowl
wait.
MVP
So you're
had
saying
the
the
best
guy
running
who
back
won
in
the
the league?
Super Bowl last year, Super Bowl or Offensive Player of the Year, the MVP, and the second in contention to the MVP. Those are the top 3 running backs last year. Who was
Yes.
behind those guys? Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, Lamar was second place.
Yeah.
Josh Allen won the MVP.
That's fair.
Jalen Hurts won Super Bowl MVP.
So what?
And they
Daniel
had the
Jones
top
is the
3
MVP?
running backs. They had the top 3 running backs playing with them. Daniel Jones, who knows? No, Daniel Jones isn't a fucking MVP.
Wait, Michael Penix is the MVP?
But I'm just saying, you look at him and yeah, he has fucking Jonathan Taylor. Of course that's gonna help him. Of course he's gonna benefit from that. You know who didn't benefit from that? Anthony Richardson. So,
Dead. Honest. The only interesting thing from this game, Mahomes had a no-look pass and then a fake try to draw him off sides. That's about it.
And then ran the play.
Fucking thing never works. Gosh.
I mean,
how do you get fooled by that? What are you doing?
I do you get fooled by it, or is it like we're the Raiders?
Or is it just a 4th and 1 power and it worked?
Yeah, it's like we're gonna be
They're
able
like,
to get this
the
yard without a
Raiders'
touchdown.
defense was caught so off guard. It's like, the Raiders' defense let up 34 points. They were off guard that whole fucking game. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, they get absolutely blown out. Miami versus Cleveland. We want to talk about changes being made.
You want to talk about less than 100 yards? How many yards did you have? Like 38?
100.
Oh, he had 100?
He had 100 yards.
He
had 100
did have
yards.
101, but he was like, what, 11 for 27 or something? It was really bad. Whatever it was.
Something, he was, where was that? Where is it? Where the fuck did? Oh, I didn't have his completions, but I had 100 yards and he had 3 interceptions. And I believe Mike McDaniels had a quote somewhere along the lines of, if you have somebody, what was the Mike McDaniels quote? I think, I mean, it's over for Tua, right?
Should be.
And we're talking about guys who might need a chance without certain quarterbacks. And I know you're not a Mike McDaniels fan, but doesn't he deserve a chance without Tua as his quarterback?
Yeah, but he's on a tight leash.
No. Mike McDaniels reaffirms that Tua will remain the Dolphins' starting quarterback moving forward.
Oh, then Mike McDaniels needs to be fired today. But here's the reason why Mike may not deserve a chance after this year with the Dolphins. Because if I was the Dolphins, I'd be pretty upset that they've had a lot of time with a good core of offensive players where they could have used a better quarterback. And instead they wasted their time with Tua. And that is Mike McDaniels' fault.
I will say I will say that Mike McDaniels, yeah, he's like, great offensive mind. He can be an offensive coordinator wherever. But as a head coach to continue to believe, like he thinks Tua is a franchise quarterback. Like I just read a quote and he said, I mean, you want me to read here?
Sure.
What's the quote right here? That's regardless of intent and what was on. This is when Tua was bitching about fucking player meetings or whatever. Remember a week ago he
Yeah.
was complaining, calling out teammates. Regardless of intent and what was on Tua's mind after a loss, as the franchise quarterback, that's not the forum to displace that. Like he called him the franchise quarterback.
Well, in very, very technical terms, he's the quarterback for a franchise.
Sure, but I wish I could find the actual quote that Mike McDaniels said. Because he said something along the lines of, there needs to be changes when. Oh, here we go. Oh fuck! God damn it! I don't know where it is. Either way, he was like, you need to expect changes to happen when bad shit's going on, or whatever the fuck he was saying. Made it sound like he was going to possibly be able to see what Quinn Ewers could do out there, but it looks like we're going to see Tua continue to play football.
We saw what
yeah,
Quinn Ewers could
honestly,
do for 8 attempts.
but
Either
you
way,
got to think.
they get blown by the Browns.
Well, we'll get to the Browns in a second, but if there's a world where owners are forcing QBs to start, I think they deserve a chance to coach a season or two without that specific quarterback.
But if
there.
Tua, I mean not Tua, if Mike, you think owners are forcing Tua, or is this Mike McDaniels?
No, it's like if we're paying him this much money, he needs to play.
Cut him.
No, they have to. That's a waste of money.
You can't trade him.
What do you mean cut him? But I'm saying though, we're almost in the middle of the season. Like if you were paying him this much money,
I mean,
he needs to play.
That is kind of the thing. Like if my head coach was not or was playing a quarterback I didn't want to play, I would, and I was the owner, I would cut the quarterback. But yeah, it does make sense that it is the opposite of such.
They lose to the Browns. They lose to Dylan Gabriel, who it's not like he did anything fucking spectacular at all. Quinshot Junkins, bro, holy shit. I'm glad whatever the fuck was going on before the season went away quick, because that motherfucker is ridiculous.
It's crazy because we didn't really know who this guy was, and then we hear the reports of all the shit happening in Disney World, and then
I mean, Ohio State is like, you know who he is.
Sure, but like coming into the draft, it was like Genty, Scatabo, and then all the other bullshit with Shador.
Yeah.
So like we didn't really know what the Browns would have been missing had he gotten in real trouble. Apparently, yeah, a lot. A very, very solid back.
He went crazy. New England versus Tennessee. New England's 5-2. Don't really know how scary that is to me.
Yeah, New England did what any team should do to Tennessee.
Yeah, it's like, no, you're supposed to beat Tennessee.
Anyone saying Drake may
exactly
MVP,
how things are supposed to go.
Good for you. Congratulations. Can we stop talking about like who the MVP should be in week whatever it is, week 7? Like we can talk about who's played well and who's done what, but there's zero front runner for MVP.
I mean, we have front runners.
Yeah, but based off of like what we've guessed.
Yeah, but so far our front runners are our front runner and our first place is Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, but he just threw an absolute shitter. So
yeah, so I mean, after this game, who knows who's going to be in first place? But as of right now, before we give our votes for Week 7, me and you both have Baker. If we add all our votes
I'm probably
together,
going to pick Drake. No, I'm kidding.
Front runner. You're probably not going to pick Drake.
The Pats are 5-2. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not too scared by that. Scared about that. New Orleans versus Chicago. Okay. Let me just say, Caleb Williams fucking sucks.
Mhm.
All right. I'm not falling for this shit. I'm not buying into anything going on with Chicago and Caleb Williams as a quarterback or some franchise guy. He's not a franchise guy. He is not good. Man went out there, threw for 15 for 26, 172 yards, one interception. DeAndre Swift absolutely carried that entire offense. And it was versus the Saints. I mean, you
Yep.
had the Saints. I'm at the point where quarterbacks are so, like, you look at quarterbacks that are already getting paid right now, and you're like, how the fuck are they worth that? It's so hard to find a quarterback now. It's like, does Spencer Rattler have a chance to stick around?
I mean, he's been around already.
He's been around, but this is the first year. It's like, all right, well,
Like,
here you go.
in a league of yesteryear, he does not have a chance. But this year, sure, everyone has a chance.
I'm saying next year.
Why not?
Who's gonna be available? Who are they gonna get instead of
Anybody.
just running it with Spencer Rattler? No, but who?
Anybody.
Who?
I mean, I'm assuming the Saints are going to have the option for a good draft pick. If there's a good quarterback.
The Saints gonna sign Mac Jones?
Diego Pavia.
No. See, no, you're saying no. There's no way they're not doing that, because at this point, I don't think Spencer Rattler's the problem at all with New Orleans. I think New Orleans just sucks.
Well, I think New Orleans sucks, but I think similar to Justin Fields, he's not a positive. Spencer Rattler he has not shown that he is a positive quarterback, that he isn't impressive by any means.
Spencer Rattler has played way better than Justin Fields this year.
Relatively, sure. Because Justin Fields is having one of the worst seasons in NFL history.
That's what I'm saying. That was supposed to be Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler was supposed to come out here and have the worst season in NFL history. He was supposed to have.
Well,
he's
they
supposed to
can
be the worst
both have
quarterback
bad
ever.
seasons.
And it's Justin Fields, like we've been expecting. Chicago versus Minnesota.
Nope.
No. Why did I say Chicago? That is not. The P looks like a C. The C looks like a P. It's Philly versus Minnesota. God damn it, because it was a very good game. I'm sad that I even said Chicago. New Orleans, Chicago, Philly, Minnesota. We got Philly versus Minnesota, Devin. So I mean, I don't know. I know how I feel about it. So how do you feel about it? Because I don't. You bounce back and forth on how you feel about Jalen Hurts. It seems like.
Somewhat. Philly should have ran away with this game, the way it started, at least. They let the Vikings creep back in. Carson Wentz threw a terrible pick six early in the game, which killed anything that they had. What was the final score?
The final score was 22-28.
Okay.
I think here. Let me double
Yeah,
check.
must have been. Yeah.
22-28. Yeah.
Saquon still hasn't taken off yet. Did he run for 100?
No.
Still
Saquon ran
hasn't.
for 44.
Cool. Best what?
Player in the league. That's what they said.
Not best running back.
They said he's the number one player in the league.
In the league.
Which, I mean,
based on
maybe
last
me
year.
and you. I mean, we argue that, but who knows? Maybe who knows who was wrong. I'm going to say he's not the best player in the league. I'm going to say he's one of the best running backs in the league for sure. Now, here's the thing. There's been a lot of questions about Jalen Hurts. Still, for some reason, even going in this year, I kind of fell for the bait. But Jalen Hurts is like any other quarterback who can win you a football game. And what I mean by that is you are going to have certain games where Jalen Hurts doesn't come through. Why? Because not every quarterback is perfect. And then for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because people hate Philly or the tush push this or Saquon carries, whatever they want to say. If Jalen Hurts isn't the reason they win a football game, or if Jalen Hurts doesn't have a good performance, or if when the ball, if the game's on Jalen Hurts or the game's in his hands, it doesn't go the way that Eagles fans would want it to go. They kind of just, I don't know. People jump quick to doubting Jalen Hurts as like I don't even know, like not as a quarterback, but like what am I looking for here? Like I guess a top, like it'll immediately be like, well, this is why Jalen Hurts isn't the top 5 quarterback, and this is why he isn't this. This is just, it's very quick. He almost gets treated like like Tatum. I'm not gonna lie, he gets treated like Jason Tatum
he does.
Sometimes.
They're both Jordan athletes. Means nothing, but I think the reason that's so, at least, is because the conversations with Jalen sometimes get overblown in both ways. Like, Jalen has a good performance. MVP. Jalen obviously wins a Super Bowl MVP, and then it's like, well, can we start talking about Jalen top 5, top 3 quarterbacks in the league? And then it's like, not really. And then Jalen has a bad performance, or Jalen doesn't show up, or Saquon carries, which he hasn't done yet this year, or he throws a bad pick or something. Then it's like, well, Jalen Hurts is clearly not the reason the Eagles are good, or their offense hasn't taken off yet, or he overthrows A.J. Brown, or something stupid happens. But Jalen is going to do what Jalen needs to do, and that's not fuck up often. Mm-hmm. And he does that well.
He does do that well because the game doesn't. The game is in his hands less than it is for certain quarterbacks.
Sure.
And the thing is, what we've seen this year is, okay, look at the Rams game. He had to go out there in that second half and put that bitch down the field. Like in this game, like Jalen Hurts pushing the ball downfield, he can win football games that way. Saquon can chill and rush for 44. He can throw that bitch up to Devontae and A.J. Brown and make something happen. You can go back to a Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts won that fucking game. You can go to the final drive the Eagles had. You can go to the final drive the Eagles had in the Super Bowl prior to that.
Yeah.
When he went and tied it. Jalen Hurts fucking with his arm pushing that bitch downfield. He can do it. I think it's just stupid that people still have this conversation. Like, people need to stop. People need to stop having this conversation. Jalen Hurts is on a good team. Yes. Maybe Jalen Hurts wouldn't be as good if he was on the fucking Titans. Who knows? Like, obviously.
Sure, but the issue is, like, for a lot of people, it's like MVP or dog shit. It's like he's in between and he's at the higher level of that. I don't think if he was on a worse team that he would maybe be playing to the level that he is, but he's not a Bryce Young, Justin Fields, Spencer Rattler piece of dog shit. Is he Lamar Jackson? Not. Is he as impressive as Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen? No. But can he win football games? Yes.
But he's right there. He's right below. He's a tier below. He's a tier below the MVPs.
He's a tier below, and he's winning football games, and he doesn't need to win MVPs to do so.
Sure, exactly.
And same thing with anyone who's ever played for a healthy 49ers team. But he's doing it at a better level. If you have a healthy 49ers team, healthy-ish, you can win a football game.
And Philly, they did their thing. And like you said, Carson Wentz, he made sure that Philly was going to win that football game.
Hell yeah, he did.
Because Carson is getting worse and worse as the season goes by.
Well, I also heard that Carson or that JJ got soft benched. I don't know what that means.
What do you mean he got soft bench?
Like, he could have played.
I don't. Why would they do that though? They need to play him. JJ McCarthy needs to play like
I
now.
know, but I mean,
I don't.
there is a world where McCarthy is worse. But really, at this point, this Vikings team is not as good as they were last year. So we'll let the kid play.
Is the Vikings team better than the Giants?
They should be, but I'm not
Then
sure.
he needs to play.
Yeah.
He needs to play now. Throw his ass out there and let him develop now.
Yeah.
He already missed his rookie year. He already missed half the season. He needs to
Yeah,
go
you're
out there
right.
and develop
Yeah,
now.
what are you going to do? Throw him on a fucking as a third-year quarterback, or throw him on a Vikings team next year, and then what? After that, he's got a 3-year leeway to what? Figure out the game. Play him this year, please.
Yeah, no. Yes, he needs to play today. We got Chargers versus Colts.
Yeah, funny stuff. Did you know that Harbaugh coaches that team?
The Colts or the Chargers?
The Chargers, yeah.
Yeah. What's that got to do with anything?
That's just a shame. It's a crying shame.
It's not a shame, Devin. I think we just we were on full alert. We were waiting for this game. I was waiting for this game. I wanted to see how the Colts were going to look versus the Chargers. Last episode, 2 episodes ago, I put both of them on fraud watch. I said, I don't know about both of them. And I said, maybe this is even a game between two just mid-teams. But you know what, Devin? I'll tell you one thing. The Colts are better than the fucking Chargers, and that's for sure. And
they are, and
on them.
That's about of course. But that's the problem with like 2 teams on fraud watch is that I mean, we obviously know now who's much better, and they fucked them up so bad that the Chargers are obviously complete frauds now, and the Colts might be good.
There's no more might be. The Colts are good.
Yeah, you're right.
The Colts are good. Daniel Jones is good. JT is good. Their receiving core is good. Their defense is fucking good. Their team is good.
JT's really good.
And it's almost like they were trying to build a team around a first round quarterback that they wanted to be their franchise guy. And then all of a sudden, a different one fell in their fucking lap. And his name is Daniel fucking Jones.
Was DJ a first round quarterback?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I guess he was.
Right?
I think so.
There's no way he wasn't. He was a first round pick.
Out of Duke.
He was a first round pick, right? Are we tripping? 6th overall. Yeah, that man was 6th overall.
Oh.
1 pick higher than Anthony Richardson. They said, we don't need a 5th overall. We're going to take this 6th overall. We're going to do our thing.
Who knows how to throw a football.
Straight Indiana Jones. Jonathan Taylor, like you said, yeah, no, he's a big reason.
Jonathan Taylor has what? How many? He has 3 games with 3 rushing touchdowns already. He might have 10 or 11 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, but he's not running all these touchdowns from the other side, from the 1 yard line.
No, I understand. I'm just saying in terms of records, you got 17 games now. LT, look out, Buster.
What? Oh, you're talking about the 31.
I'm talking about 28.
Talking about that 30.
I'm talking about 28 rushing.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't think he'll get.
I mean, he could. He could hit 31. Who knows?
You know,
so who knows what could happen? But no, the Colts. The Colts are in great position. They're 6-1. I'm not gonna lie. You might as well just give them that AFC South crown now, because
as long as they win 11 games, the Jags aren't winning more than 10. So
11 games. Yeah,
we just went through the Jags fucking schedule.
But that's like they might win 10
but
games.
But that's perfect scenarios across the board. Yeah, I know.
And I don't. I mean, we can look at the same thing we did with the Jags, but
yeah, I don't think the
you go over
Colts
and look at the
schedule
Colts
much harder. So
I mean, what do the Colts have? The Colts have to play Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, and they got their bye week. And they got Kansas City, Houston, Jacksonville, Seattle, San Fran, Jacksonville, Houston.
That's a harder schedule.
That's a harder schedule. Now, they're 6-1. I'm gonna say they get to play Tennessee one more time, so that's a win. Atlanta.
Yeah,
that's a win. As long as they can stop Bijan, that'll be a win. Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's so up in
Let's
the
skip.
air
Let's
right now.
skip. Let's go to Houston and say yes. Let's go to Jacksonville both times, and that's yes. We'll say Houston again. I'm gonna say yes. That's already 5. We're at 11 right there. And then they could beat Pittsburgh. They could fucking beat San Fran. They could beat Seattle. I mean, they could beat these teams. So we'll see. I'm not sitting here saying they're gonna have 14, 15 wins, but
You
you
never
know, they're gonna win. They're gonna win a good amount of games.
Goddamn
They
Vikings
might win
had
more than
14
11
last
games.
year, so.
Giants Broncos.
Giants Broncos.
Giants Broncos.
Giants
fucking Broncos.
I mean, that's one of the most impressive things I think I've ever seen.
33 points in the fourth quarter.
I don't know how that's possible. First of all, I mean, some of the weirdest plays. Their first touchdown was a crazy tip ball that fell into the back of the end zone and was dove for. Didn't make any sense.
See,
but it was 19-0 going into the fourth quarter.
I don't want to be that guy. And sure, yes, maybe Denver could have continued to rally after that. But that was a ridiculous touchdown pass.
I wouldn't even call that a pass. That was
a ridiculous
thrown,
touchdown.
What, 7 yards in front of the end zone?
That was more luck. That was more luck than that was better luck than what Buffalo pulled on Baltimore.
Sure.
I mean, it's just the way it tipped. I mean, he barely got in bounds going to run over and catching that ball. It's just it was definitely an odd way to kick off the comeback, but
the Giants
they continued to play well.
Touchdown earlier.
After that, they got it after that. So I mean, they kind of deserved that after the bullshit Denver got. But either way, you see, here's the thing though. Either way, the tip they got, at least it was like bro had to catch that bitch and run for like 50 yards.
Yeah.
We had to go and get that.
This landed perfectly like in that 1-by-1 corner of the end zone, right in a little pocket back there, which was, I mean, cool to see. But no, I mean. After that, the fucking Broncos just kept charging down the field. The defense wasn't really stopping the Giants except for that really bad pick from Jackson Dart, which kind of changed everything. Kick field goal, win the game.
Dude.
Pretty awesome.
And what did the Giants do? Miss 2 extra points that game?
Did they miss 2 extra?
Missed 2 extra points.
That's why it was 19.
They missed 2 extra points.
I didn't watch any of the first 3 quarters of that game.
That bullshit tipped pass. I mean, it's like Denver definitely shouldn't have won this game, but they also shouldn't have ever been in that position to lose.
No, but sense. Like, the fact that they were able to play that well of football in the fourth quarter shows that there's potential for this team to
they scored
to be decent, but
33.
I mean the lack of management by the Giants is horrendous.
Oh, terrible. The fact that they gave up 33 fucking points in the fourth quarter, no, they absolutely fumbled the ball there. But I mean the Giants, I don't know. You get Malik Neighbors back once he's healthy in a year or two, however long it's going to take for him to get
a long time,
right? I mean, it's going to take a minute. They might have an offense.
Yeah, but
they might have a nice, pretty offense, a nice little offense on them.
But there's so much else that needs to be fixed for that team, and I think Dayball's in a position now where, like the Giants need to decide now if Daboll is the guy to lead the future of this team. This is when the future is starting. You'll have a third-year Neighbors, a second-year Dart, a second-year Scatterbo, a defense that's only aging. So your window for that is pretty small. So they need to decide now if Daboll is their guy, and I think Daboll is going to perform okay enough that they'll keep him and still be mid next year.
Yeah, I mean, I say they probably decide after this year, see what happens this year, and then they'll probably decide.
Yeah, but they're going to stick with
what are we going to do with bro? Because I think they're kind of even more of how I feel about Jacksonville. Like, you might give the Giants an off season, and they see like, hey, they got a potential quarterback. Maybe more players want to actually go play for New York. I mean, you might give them an off season as well, and they might come back fucking scary next year.
Yeah.
And then what are you gonna do, Devin? What are you gonna do with Washington?
What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do with Washington?
What am I gonna do?
What about Washington versus?
I'm gonna cry and stop watching
Dallas?
football.
Devin, Washington versus Dallas. You're the Washington fan. Go.
I'm not sure I want to see Jayden play for the rest of the year. Well, I'm going to be honest.
Oh, my God.
Okay. No. He should come back when he's healthy. Can we? I want him to get to a point where he doesn't have to wear a fucking knee brace and where I don't have to wince if he dies. Like, if he gets tackled. What do you...
He pulled a hammy, bro. He pulled a hammy.
I know, but how bad did that look?
It's not. It didn't. He pulled a hammy. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what. Pause. He's a bendy motherfucker.
He is.
Like, the way he gets tackled.
For now.
The way he gets tackled. But I see it a lot. But here's the thing. He's athletic. Players are flexible. Players can bend. Players can move weird ways. He is fine.
But he's dealing with
like,
a
you
knee
sound
sprain.
like his. You sound like his mother right now. His knee is fine. He's all right. He looked fine. A week ago, his knee looked fine. Oh, nobody was talking about his knee sprain a week ago. But when Denver or Dallas is on his fucking ass this week, that's what happened. I mean,
Dallas
he pulled a hammy.
Dallas was on our ass. If Jayden didn't go out, we're still getting spanked.
Yeah.
No offense.
And Dak was like 7-0 before this, with playing Washington at home. He just doesn't. Dallas.
Oh no,
they
Dallas
lose
does not lose to us. We've been destroyed by Dallas at home.
Yeah. So that was just what
which
that
shouldn't
was.
be a thing, but it is. No, I mean, Dallas did what they were supposed to a team that is just destroyed right now. I mean, barely any offensive players. I mean, Debo didn't play. Terry's still out. Noah Brown, who sucks anyway. I mean, Zach Ertz is probably our best target, which sucks. Because he's
Luke McCaffrey.
40. Luke McCaffrey, that's cool. Chris Moore. And then, yeah, I mean, our defense is still a massive, massive, massive liability. Plus Mariota's pick six, which really ended the game. But, we're not a good football team right now. And that's my problem. We can blame it on injuries and we can blame it on this and that, but it's tough to say how good this team will be full strength.
I would say you could definitely blame it on injuries and blame it on this and that. You haven't had a full healthy team this season.
I know, but then we look at like the Bucs and see how well they play with guys who are hurt, and then what? Now do we blame the Bucs' poor performance on being hurt?
No. The Bucs just have a bad defense.
They do, but yes,
look,
right now
what I'm saying is your expected starting offense for the Commanders, we've yet to see this year.
Yeah, I mean, Eckler's done for the year. Krosky Merritt's cool.
But we haven't had a healthy Debo, Terry, JCM, because JCM's your new guy now, and Terry. We have and Jayden. We haven't seen all of them healthy. We haven't
No.
seen Jayden, Terry, and Debo healthy all together at once yet.
And I'm assuming that this Terry quad injury is worse than what it is. Than what, at least, because I mean they're treating it like it's week to week, but it's been what, 4 weeks. You could have put him on the IR.
I mean, they definitely could have put him on. They definitely could have put him on a little mini IR. Now, Jayden Daniels, like I said, he's gonna be okay. He just pulled a hammy, but his fucking mother, dude. Did you see what his mom said?
No.
God, let me pull up the
Well,
tweet, dude. His mom.
My only concern was just like when I first saw the injury, was it a right hamstring?
I think so.
It was on the leg without the brace. I thought he tore his MCL.
She said, "I wish you would stop manifesting RG3 on my son. Words are powerful, and that's all that's talked about."
It's also fucked up at RG3. It's not nice.
First of all, who the fuck? Like, I understand. Like, it's. I think people more find the correlation between Jayden Daniels and RG3. It's more of a like a coincidence, like moments in life where we're like, oh wow, it's the same this and that. Like Jayden Daniels and RG3 don't really have much of a correlation besides the fact that they both played for Washington.
Yeah, agreed. Well,
like yes, so they're both first round quarterback. Like here's the thing, take RG3, take his name off of it, and let's just see how many quarterbacks have a lot in common with Jayden Daniels. Heisman winning first round quarterbacks.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year. Like there's plenty of them. It's
Sure.
not just RG3 and then that's what's going to happen if you you have the same type of career as RG3, you're going to fucking destroy your leg.
Even at the same time, it's like, well, first of all, RG3 was much more of a, I don't even know if I want to call him a more mobile quarterback, but more of a running quarterback. RG3 got hurt the first time outside of, as a runner. Jayden, at least on that play, got hurt in the pocket. I guess his first injury this year was as a runner, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, outside of the fact that they both play for, it's kind of similar.
Washington. But what is fucking if Jayden Daniels played for any other team in the league, there'd be nobody would be, man, this is just like RG3. Nobody would be saying that.
No, you're right.
Nobody. If he played for Carolina, would be like, man, this is like 2016, 17 Cam Newton.
This is like 2011 Cam Newton.
Like this, no, but nobody would be saying that.
No, but you know, I want to see Jayden healthy, but this team is not healthy at all.
No,
I'm also a terrible fan. It's like when I see my team look like this, I kind of just want to like end the season, just shut them down, call it a day, and we'll start over next year.
Well, Devin, at 3-4, you might have to consider that because you got Kansas City, Seattle, Detroit, Miami, Denver, Minnesota, the New York Giants, Philly, Dallas, Philly.
Yeah. Remember last year, like when we beat the Bears and everyone was like, "Holy shit, Jayden Magic." Yeah, it was just that. It was magic, and magic doesn't last very long. And that was the Bears, and we lost to the Bears this year with Jayden, and we're in a really bad spot.
It was a stupid fumble.
But we were in a terrible position. We shouldn't have been in that position.
Sure,
we should not have. The Bears should not have been in a position to win that football game, fumble or not. That was dreadful.
So are you telling me you're giving up on Jayden Daniels already?
No, I'm saying I'm giving up on this season.
No, you might have to, dude. Philly, Dallas, Philly is crazy.
Philly, Dallas, Philly. But that's the other thing. Is like by week 16, 17, 18, those games are not going to matter for us. But he better not play against Kansas City next week. He's banged up.
It's at Kansas City.
He's banged up. You're not going into Arrowhead banged up. You're not coming out of there. He's not coming out of Arrowhead if he plays next week. Put Mariota in there.
And then
let him take the fucking bullet. Let him take the bullet.
Then Seattle. Then Detroit. Then y'all got Miami. Then y'all got Denver. And then y'all got Minnesota. Then y'all got the New York Giants, which isn't going to be a fucking walk in the park. And then you got Philly, Dallas, Philly. And here's the problem. If Philly, Dallas, Philly matters when you get to that point, then you're even extra fucked. Because you got Philly, Dallas, Philly when it matters.
So
I don't know.
It's tough to have hope for this
3
season.
and 4. Let's see.
Also, haven't really shown that we're impressive, and I mean, really, the biggest issue is that we're not healthy at all. But there's a difference between us and a team like San Fran. San Fran's 4-2, or what are they? 5-2.
What is San Fran? That's a great question. What is San Fran? They're 5-2. Yeah.
San Fran's 5-2, and they're hurt.
San Fran's 5-2.
They're banged up.
They are hurt. They are banged up.
We're 3-4, and we are banged up. So, yeah.
Green Bay versus Arizona.
Way too close.
Thank you. I literally wrote down, I don't like how close Green Bay is playing these games.
It's bad.
We had the same. We had the same exact thought. They beat Arizona by 4. They beat Cincinnati by 9. They lose to Cleveland. They're supposed to be like, we had number 1 in the power rankings last week. Like, they're supposed to be beating teams. They're supposed to be giving teams absolute work right
Instead,
now.
it felt like the fucking playoffs from 2018 or whatever that was.
Yeah, I mean, you had Jacoby Brissett. Fucking Jacoby Brissett's out here making plays.
I said Kyler.
I mean,
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, you did. It's okay, but Jacoby's out there, and just I don't know. Winning this game by 4 points, I don't love it. And I mean, I look at their remaining schedule. They got Pittsburgh, Carolina, Philly, the Giants, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago, Denver, Chicago, Baltimore, Minnesota. So they don't have the craziest.
No.
They don't have the craziest schedule left. They get to play Carolina, they get to play the Giants, they still got Minnesota twice. They have to play Philly. They have to play Detroit one more time, which they already have a win over Detroit. So I don't know. I think obviously, they're still one of the best teams in the league. They're going to go to the playoffs, but
they need to,
I don't know,
understand that, yeah, they beat the Cardinals, but
to convince me they're going to go into the playoffs and beat like what, Philly or Detroit, like they got to beat teams like Arizona.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
not even give them breathing room.
Like last year, they were the 7 seed in the playoffs? No?
Mm-hmm.
So they're the 7 seed last year. We're expecting them to take a jump, start feeling like they can win the North. I know that Detroit is another animal, but that's the problem for me with this Packers team is like, yes, we understand how good the defense can be, and we understand how well Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur can work with the pieces that they have and how good Josh Jacobs can be, but like the level that the Lions can play at when Amon-Ra's firing, when Laporte is firing, when Jameson Williams is firing, when Gibbs is having a career fucking football game. They're not touchable in that division. Like, we're not looking at the same offensive weapons with that Packers team.
Shit. I'm looking at, what do we got? Where were we at?
Shit, what I'm fucking with.
Green Bay, Arizona. Yep. Okay. Um, we talked about we didn't like that. Arizona. I was trying to think of next game that had a running back going crazy, and it was San Fran. Obviously, at San Fran. Because here's the thing: you look at a game like Atlanta versus San Fran, right? And it's the fucking obvious. Like it's the A plus B equals C. It's all right. So if San Fran contains Bijan, then Atlanta sucks.
Yep.
And if Christian McCaffrey has a good day, it doesn't matter what your quarterback does.
No.
Mac Jones had a terrible day.
Hell
Mac
yeah.
Jones didn't do shit. Mac Jones didn't do a goddamn thing to contribute to that team in a positive way whatsoever.
Nope.
But guess what? Christian McCaffrey was on one. Christian McCaffrey was hot. Christian McCaffrey was playing a defense that was honestly starting off the season better than I thought they would. But like we said, San Fran is banged up and they're 5-2, which is a fucking scary
Yeah, it
problem.
Kind of sucks. I mean, in all honesty, like, yes, the Mac Jones talk is fun, but Brock Purdy knows his team better. Brock Purdy's done this before. I'm not saying that he will perform any better or whatever, but Mac Jones is not a guy you bench someone for. Like when Brock Purdy's healthy, throw him back on the field. Like, I get that he had a good 3 games in there, and that's cool, but it's kind of getting like when Brock's healthy, we're gonna put him back. But yeah, I mean, no Kittle's first game back, a few targets, no catches, didn't do anything. Offense really wasn't doing much. What it was 7-13 for most of that game. They scored late or whatever, 7-10 or something. What was the score? 7-10.
7 to where?
It was 20-10.
I was about to say it was 20-10 the final.
But yeah, I mean, both teams' offenses weren't doing shit. Kyle Pitts was catching a few balls, but
no, both teams' offense wasn't doing shit. Yeah, Kyle Pitts, he had his couple, cool grabs out the air, but I mean, I don't know. Obviously, yes, they're gonna give Brock Purdy his position as soon as he gets back, but it doesn't mean it's a good idea. It doesn't mean it's a better decision. It means that they're giving him a lot of money and he needs to play. That's exactly what's going on. Like they are probably they already did not want to pay Brock Purdy, and the fact that they pay Brock Purdy and then this shit happens. I mean, this would be like if Anthony Richardson was on his last year and they're like, "Fuck it, let's just pay him." And then Daniel Jones comes in. And
there's a difference between AR and Brock Purdy, and that's Brock Purdy's like legit a quarterback who can, again, like in the past, perform with this team. And like you brought up a lot, it doesn't mean that no one else can do what Brock Purdy can do with this healthy 49ers team. But again, like he's done it well enough for a little while. So I don't have a problem with him playing over Mac Jones.
There's about 35 quarterbacks that can do what Brock Purdy can do on the 49ers. Just about.
That's the problem. About 34. Is like there's guys who are not in the league who would beat Justin Fields first. I wholeheartedly believe that Kyle Trask could perform better than Justin Fields on any given Sunday.
You see, either that or for some reason he's that fucking bad.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Like the fact that he was never given an opportunity.
Like,
and
are these guys really that fucking bad?
There's no way.
There's no way that like maybe that fucking guy who makes beach footballs, could come back and play better than Justin Fields. Kurt Beneke or whatever his name is.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Like the way he talks about the game, he could come back and play. I don't know. I think anyone can play at this point. Quarterbacks don't get hit anymore.
A lot of quarterbacks could come in and do what Brock Purdy does. That's my point. But and I'll stand on that forever.
Brock got paid, so here we go.
Brock got paid, so now they're stuck with the repercussions. Devin, Tampa Bay versus Detroit. All right, so I said this last episode. The Bucs defense were going to obviously let the Lions have some sort of field day, which they had in the first half,
Well,
more so than the second half.
they had a field day. They just weren't scoring.
But see, this is what bothers me is the games where what? Because what are the Bucs sitting? What are the Bucs sitting at now? 5-2, 4-2.
The Bucs are 5-2.
Bucs are sitting at 5-2.
Both teams are 5-2.
And those 5 games, it was like, all right, give me the rock. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna score this touchdown, score this field goal. We're gonna win the game. In these 2 losses specifically, and I really hate to put it on Baker, but Philly and versus Detroit, this Bucs defense, no matter how bad they played for those first 3 fucking quarters, they gave that offense so many opportunities to win that fucking football game.
Or
and
at least
Philly,
at least to get back into it.
Philly, I'll absolutely put it on Baker because of that awful touchdown or interception he threw into the end zone. But this game, I mean, there were balls that were dropped. There were balls that were being missed. That one throw to Amika on the sideline that Amika just let whiff by his arms, I mean, was just...
There were balls that the receivers couldn't drop. Meaning that they were thrown way over or way short, like that pass that should have been a touchdown late in the game, right over the middle.
Tez across
to
the
Tez.
Yep.
It's
okay,
it's
but you can't
5 yards short.
You can't put that on him. But I'm not even gonna put that on him because my second point was gonna be there were throws that he was putting on the money that receivers weren't catching, and there were throws that he was sailing over receivers' heads because he was running for his fucking life.
Yeah, no, agreed. There were a lot of
that offense,
like that throw I was talking about was a back foot throw. Like there was a lot of back foot sort of off to the side weird throws, but there were some throws where like you got to make those, or you got to, like, he's getting down late in the game. You still have 10 minutes left. You're still only down 2 scores, and you're shooting end zone or you're shooting deep. It's like, we got to figure out a way to get down the field. And then by the time you're at 4 minutes, you're just going full end zone and you got nothing left.
But I mean, there are specific throws that would have changed. Like, do you know the Amika throw I'm talking about?
The one that was behind him?
It was Amika down the sideline, corner trailing him, safety coming over, and he's running, puts his arms out, and it just goes like right over. Like it's like he doesn't watch it come in. He kind of just expects it to be there, and it just completely missed. I mean, it was a money ball, and it was probably a good 25 down the. Like it was gonna be a dart, and this was before they got that that final field goal. This was before Detroit got that final field goal, so it was still 9-21. So they could have put, and it was still, they had a lot of time. There was still probably a good chunk.
That
left
was
in the
early
fourth
quarter. So yeah, there was still time.
Yes, I mean it just, I don't know. When it
what
comes down to it,
some weird penalties, some weird calls out there. For both sides, which was odd. But no, I mean, Baker was getting chances to win he threw what? Was it 49, 50 balls? 28 of 50, 27 to 50?
Yeah, and see, and that's the he threw 50 balls, and that's what
happens 54%.
When you go down.
That's bad.
But that's when you go down, or that's what happens when you go down early. Like you have potential in some type of run game if you're not down 14-0, 14-3.
But it seems like it seemed like Todd Bowles' game plan, like he had a full quarter to. I mean, you're only down 2 scores. You have a full quarter, but they're stopping the Lions. He figured it out,
though. He figured it out. I think that's on Baker and that offense. They need to go out there and figure it the fuck out. And
play safer football when you have time. Like they're stopping the Lions. The Lions should have put up 40. For whatever reason, they did not. And instead, you've still got 10 minutes left in the fourth, and you're taking shots, and you're doing this, and you're doing that, and they don't get that crucial 4th down play or whatever. Some other weird shit happens, and I don't know. It's a very poorly managed football game. I mean, to put up 9 points is just
It's
bad.
poorly managed. See, and then even though they only put up 9 points, it's still in that fourth quarter with the stops they were getting. It was closer than what the score
It
shows.
felt very close, but it just they couldn't get it done. But in other bad news, Mike Evans broken collarbone.
Yeah, he's cooked. And he's not breaking Jerry Rice's record.
I thought he already broke it. Or did he tie it?
I thought he tied it, right?
I thought he broke
tied
it. I thought he had 12.
11 straight years, right?
No, the tie was 11. I thought that was 12. He was drafted in 13, though?
I mean, here, let's pull it up. I'm pretty sure he just tied the record, and then this was going to be the year he broke it. Yeah, let's see. Mike Evans over here. So he started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This was going to be 12. This was going to be year 12. He was going to break it this season, but
his name's
Bro's
next
banged
to him,
up. Bro's
so.
getting old. And Bro broke his collarbone. He'll be back next year.
Well,
be
he
all right.
hit his head, fell asleep, and also broke his collarbone.
He hit his head, fell asleep. Same way with Nico Collins. Nico Collins, he
fall asleep.
He hit his head, went to sleep. Because let's talk about it. Houston and Seattle, dude. Seattle, I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue where to gauge them and how to gauge them and how good they are. Houston sucks. Houston is 2-4. They beat Baltimore and Tennessee.
And Baltimore, at their worst.
No, Baltimore, if they were disguised as Tennessee.
It's still hard for me to, I see power rankings sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Other people's power rankings, and Baltimore's 26, 27. I'm like, no. And then I go, oh, fuck. Cooper Rush is the quarterback. They have no defense. This is a bit. It's hard for me to wrap my head around how bad Baltimore is right now.
Yeah. No, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. And the same way the Houston Texans are pretty bad. I don't like them at all. I don't like what they got going on. They were supposed to be like CJ Stroud was supposed to be he took a step.
He didn't even take a step back last year.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say. It's he didn't even take a step back last year. It just wasn't as flashy as his rookie year.
Because
we expected more.
It's like with Jayden or any quarterback who has a good rookie year. It's cool when they're a rookie. But if you perform the exact same that you did your rookie year, you're no longer compared to rookies. So no one gives a fuck. Yes. No one gave a shit last year when C.J. Stroud won one more game than he did the year before. Because they didn't look as impressive as they did his rookie year. Or as explosive. And then this year, they don't have a football team.
Fuck no. I don't know what roster they built out here. I don't know what D'Amico Ryans was trying to cook in that locker room, but it's not working out. It's not good at all. I don't like this team whatsoever. This team sucks. CJ Stroud deserves better.
Yeah, I think so.
And Seattle wins. But Devin, we got a power ranking. We got a power ranking to do. We got 32 teams, 32 spots. Green Bay is not number 1 anymore.
No.
We obviously we got to put Detroit number 1.
You sure?
Right. I mean, yeah.
You don't want to
Detroit number 1. I'll let Green Bay slide number 2.
Green Bay 2. This
Buffalo
ranking
3.
bullshit is just so confusing to me now because last year it was fairly simple. We had the same 4 teams at the top pretty much the whole year. And then now we're in a world where the
pretty
Colts
much the same. We've had
are 6-1, and I don't know where to put them.
I mean, Kansas City dropped a little bit, and obviously the Baltimore Ravens dropped out, but we've had the same Buffalo, Detroit, Green Bay, Philly. Like they've been up there,
Yeah.
you know, and they've been up there. I think it goes Detroit, Green Bay. Buffalo was sitting at third. They had their bye week. I see no reason to move them. I'll keep them at third. And right now, I think Philly deserves to go over the Rams, Kansas City, Indianapolis. I'd put Philly at 4.
Sure. Where do we have the Bucks?
I put Philly. Well, I was considering letting them drop a little bit. I think the Rams, Kansas City, and Indianapolis are above Tampa Bay right now.
Yeah.
And I think that in that order, I think the Rams have the edge on Kansas City and the Colts. And
I don't know if you saw it earlier in the Bucks game where Baker leaves the pocket. Looks like he's about to go on one of those third down Baker type of runs and then just eat shit. That kind of set the tone for the whole game somehow. But it's crazy how quick like this NFL can flip flop. Last week it was Baker's might win the MVP. This week, 54% completion percentage.
Yeah.
On 50 balls.
Completion percentage. Who cares?
On 50
well, maybe
balls,
Dude. I look.
He couldn't hit.
You don't
shit.
You don't throw 50 balls if you're not lobbing them over your fucking receivers' heads because you're getting chased down by defensive ends every single play, and/or Mika Ibuka's just letting the ball sail right through his fucking hands. Either way, with all that being said, yes, Tampa Bay lost to Detroit. Does that mean they have to drop over the Rams, Kansas City, and Indianapolis? Right now we have them. Right now we had them 4, so I think they drop.
I think so.
I think they drop a little bit. I think the Rams, Kansas City, and then Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Kansas City, Indianapolis. Yeah, Rams, Kansas City, Indianapolis.
You like the Rams over both those teams? They beat the Jags. I guess that's fine.
Fuck the Jags. Did you say the Jags?
The Rams did.
I mean, I like the Rams. Yeah, no, the man just threw 5 fucking touchdowns.
That's fine.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna put Kansas City over Indianapolis over the sole fact that they're gonna continue to find their fucking way. Rashee Rice is back and he's already making an impact. Like this Kansas City team is gonna go right back in the top 5 very soon. There's just no question about it. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to non-Kansas City fans, but these fuckers are gonna be a top 5 team in no time. After that, that's where it gets tricky. So we got Indianapolis at 7. And then I'm looking at teams like Denver. I'm looking at the Chargers. I'm looking at Jacksonville. I'm looking at San Fran. I'm looking at Seattle. I'm looking at teams like that. Pittsburgh, possibly. I think out of all these teams, I think Denver and the Chargers are up there for the next slot.
San Fran, though?
It's really just who. San Fran.
Like, my problem is like you're down to Nick Bosa and a Fred Warner, and somehow you're stopping this Falcons offense. It feels like it's more of the Falcons' fault.
Yeah. So, I mean, you want to put San Fran over teams like Denver or the Chargers? Or okay, I was going to say, I might want to hold off on that. I think it might have to be Denver Denver has to have the edge on the Chargers for now, right?
Yeah. I mean, had they not had the best fourth quarter performance in recent history, maybe not, but the Chargers, on the other hand, I think they might have to go below San Fran.
Chargers go below San Fran.
They just got fucking.
What about Jackson?
Pissed on.
What about Jacksonville and Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh just lost to the Bengals, and Jacksonville got pissed on. Jacksonville had one touchdown, and it was late in the fourth.
What about Seattle or Dallas?
Dallas might be able to move up.
Okay.
Seattle can move up
Over
over
the
maybe some of
Chargers?
those teams.
Over the Chargers? Or let the Chargers rock after San Fran?
Dallas.
Dallas?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen
Dallas.
anything impressive in the
A
past
team
3
that
weeks
lost
out of
to.
San Diego.
And what the fuck have you seen from Dallas?
Offense, at least.
Sure, but they just got their ass kicked by Carolina. I mean, I don't really know if that's the team I'd pick, but okay, fuck it. Fuck
Well,
it.
defensively,
We'll put Dallas.
it's pretty bad out there, but they have an offense. The Chargers
Dallas,
don't have an offense.
San Fran, and then the Chargers.
Yeah.
Denver, Dallas, San Fran. What else do we have?
Wait, did I put Dallas over San Fran?
Is that what you wanted to do?
No.
You want to go Denver, San Fran, Dallas, Chargers?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, we can swap. And after that, what do we got? We're looking at teams like Minnesota, New England, Seattle, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh. And shit, I think maybe Pittsburgh? Does Pittsburgh get the jump up or Seattle? No, Pittsburgh. No, Seattle put it on Pittsburgh, right? Seattle put it on Pittsburgh.
Seattle put it on Pittsburgh, but
no.
It was mainly because of no. Who the fuck won that game? It was a big blunder.
It was opposite.
With a kickoff.
It was opposite, correct? Let me make sure. But go ahead. Who's going where?
Like, I don't know.
Where's that Pittsburgh game at? Here we go.
Steelers, you can put over. What were the other teams in that area?
We're looking at teams like Pittsburgh, Jacksonville,
Can we start
Minnesota,
in the other direction, though?
New England. We can start in the other direction. Yes, they lost to Seattle 31-17 week 2. Okay.
Yeah. But
that's what happened with the Steelers.
There was the kickoff blunder that took him out of that game.
For some reason I don't remember that. 32
it was the
we had the
touchback
Jets.
rule where the ball sat in the end zone and then Seattle recovered it in the end zone because they didn't down the ball.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Jets are the worst team in the league of football.
100%. After that, I have Tennessee.
Yep.
I have Miami.
Yep.
I have the Las Vegas Raiders.
You might be able to put the Raiders. Nah, Miami's bad.
I have New Orleans.
Yeah.
I have
Carolina.
I have Cincinnati. Carolina,
then Cincinnati.
Carolina, Cincinnati, Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona, Cleveland.
Is Cleveland
Baltimore.
worse? Is Cleveland worse or better than Cincinnati?
Right now, yeah. I mean, just off of, we can't say like, oh, what if they played each other right now? I mean,
no. What I'm saying is like, Joe Flacco's going to win a Super Bowl with this Bengals team. He has to. He has to do it for his kids, dude.
With this Bengals team.
Joe. Again, Joe talks way too much. Did you watch the post game?
I did.
He talks way too much.
He was saying some shit that if I was Jake Browning, I'd be like, well, damn.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck you. He said something like, man, if you can't figure it out with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, I mean, what are you doing?
That's exactly. He was for real. Said, who are you? He said, like these guys are the greatest. It's all right. But that just shows how good Joe is.
after Baltimore, I guess I have to go with Houston, right?
Houston sucks.
Houston absolutely sucks. And then we kind of get back into the other shit because we're looking at, teams like Chicago, Atlanta, and Washington.
Stop talking about us like that, dude.
I say we jump back up. I say we go Seattle, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. I say we go Seattle, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. Seattle, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, because we're looking at teams like Minnesota. We're looking at New England. We're looking at the Giants. We're looking at Washington, Atlanta.
Does
Houston,
New England not
Chicago.
move up at all?
I think they can go next. Honestly, I think New England can go next.
Minnesota.
I think Minnesota. Yeah. Okay, I'll put Minnesota next. I'm not mad at that either. Looking at the New York Giants. We're looking at Washington. We're looking at Atlanta. We're looking at Chicago.
Atlanta, New York.
Say that again.
Atlanta, New York, and then Chicago. Don't make me say it.
Atlanta, New York. Say it.
I know.
Atlanta, New York.
You can finish the rest of that sentence.
Chicago, Washington.
Yeah.
Atlanta, New York, Chicago, Washington, and then the final team.
Injuries.
Where's the final team at? We're missing a team. We're missing a team. Because we have the Jets, we have Tennessee, we got Miami, we got the Raiders, we got New Orleans. We have Cincinnati, we got Arizona, Cleveland, Baltimore, Carolina, Chicago, Houston. Houston's right there. Washington's right there. Atlanta's up there. Dallas is right there. Seattle. We found a home for Seattle. The New York Giants, we found a home for them. We put them right after the Atlanta Falcons, I believe. New England, found a home for them. Minnesota?
Saints? Did you say the Saints?
Minnesota, I said the Saints. Minnesota, we found a home for them. San Fran, Pittsburgh, we found a home for them. Jacksonville, found a home for them. Chargers, Denver. What the fuck are we missing here? It's Tampa. It's Tampa at right after Indianapolis at the 8th spot. So that caps off the power ranking starting at 32 for Week 7's power ranking. We have the New York Jets, Tennessee, Miami, Vegas, New Orleans, Carolina, Cincinnati, Arizona, Cleveland, Baltimore, Houston, Washington, Chicago, the New York Giants, Atlanta, Minnesota, New England, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Seattle, the Chargers, Dallas, San Fran, Denver, Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, Kansas City, the Los Angeles Rams, Philly, Buffalo, Green Bay, and Detroit at number 1, Devin. Detroit at number 1. And then finally, we got our Week 7 awards. We got our MVPs, we got our O-Poys, we got our D-Poys, and I got some candidates. Starting off with some quarterbacks. We had Matt Stafford, who went 21 of 35, 182 yards, but he did throw for 5 touchdowns. You had Patrick Mahomes, who threw for 26 of 35, 286 yards, 314 total yards, and 3 touchdowns. You had Jalen Hurts, 19 of 23, 326 yards with 3 touchdowns. You had Drake May, who was 21 of 23, 222 yards passing with 284 total yards, 2 touchdowns. And then, obviously you had to throw him in there. He is a candidate. Maybe he don't make the list. But Joe Flacco did go 31 of 47, 342 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm just saying. The man is 40. Then after that, you can get into some running backs like DeAndre Swift, who had 138 total yards, 6.5 yards a carry, and a touchdown. You have Devontae Smith, 183 yards, 20.3 yards a catch and a touchdown. A.J. Brown, 121 yards, 30.2 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 129 yards rushing, 201 yards total, 5.4 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. Then Jahmyr Gibbs, 136 yards rushing, 218 total yards. He had 8 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. And those are your MVP and OPOY candidates.
Um,
And then I think, did I leave out? No, I didn't. Okay.
I like Jahmyr Gibbs
If
for
you
my
wanna-
oh boy. Jahmyr Gibbs went really dumb, stupid. Just kind of. I mean, even if Tampa did have a shot, it was really on the back of just Jahmyr always having a look at something special. Big touchdown early in the game, kind of busted things open. In terms of MVP, Hurts.
Hurts is your number one. Hurts number one for MVP. See, the problem with Hurts is I got 2 guys on here for candidates for OPOY. Matt Stafford threw 5 touchdowns, but nothing else was that pretty about it. Shit, man. Give me yeah. Give me Hurts number one.
Only
Give me
because
Hurts number
he
one.
played a real team.
I want Pat number 2.
And he had a perfect passer rating.
Give me Pat number 2. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go Stafford 3. I got Hurts 1, Pat 2, Stafford 3. Oh boy, I think I might have to go McCaffrey number 1. That man was just dominating. He was eating. I like Gibbs too. I might have to give him. I'm gonna give Gibbs that spot there, and then I gotta go with A.J. Brown, number 3 for oh boy. Bitching for the ball, gets the ball, does a lot with the ball. So I mean, I liked what I saw from AJ this week.
Devontae had more.
I gotta
No?
give it to him. Devontae had 183, but AJ was averaging 10 more yards per catch. So, and he had 2 touchdowns on Devontae Smith's 1. So I'm gonna give it to AJ.
I like Stafford over Pat, then Pat.
Stafford over Pat. Okay.
And then McCaffrey, my 2.
McCaffrey 2.
Is there another candidate for Oakwood or no?
You got one more. Yeah.
I know, but was it just those 4?
More candidates for Opal. I mean, like I said, you had Gibbs, you had some quarterbacks, you had AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, you have DeAndre Swift. I mean, even if you want to pull and go see Jonathan Taylor or whoever else, I mean,
I'm just gonna be
whoever you wanna
different.
put
I'll say Devontae.
Okay, Devontae Smith as your 3rd. Can't be mad at that.
Justin Herbert,
And my
garbage time.
Justin Herbert, garbage time. If there was a garbage time award, it'd be him versus Dak. 4th and 5th spots. Who the fuck mattered? Who mattered on that day? Give me 4 and 5. AJ, Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Swift, Stafford. Drake May was 21 of 33, 222 yards, 284
Oh yeah,
yards
2
total.
incompletions. Yeah, give me Drake
I was about to say, give me May as well. I'm looking at
against
May's
Titans,
way.
but still.
And then I'll go my number one Opoy for my 5th spot. I'll go Christian McCaffrey, number 5.
Cool. Then I'll take Gibbsy.
You'll take
That
Gibbs
works.
and put him at number 5 as well. All right. MVPs. I got Jalen Hurts at 1. You got Jalen Hurts at 1. I got Patrick Mahomes at 2. You got Stafford at 2. I got Stafford at 3. You got Mahomes at 3. We both have Drake May at 4. I got Christian McCaffrey at 5. You got Jahmyr Gibbs at 5. Now Depoy. It's starting to get to the point where I'm trying to look at guys who are more consistent throughout the weeks and who are a part of, defenses that, I don't know, maybe help teams fucking win.
Yeah.
It's cool when you get 18 tackles, but you get blown out. It's like, are you really going to win, Depoy? No, you're not.
No.
Because you're not a defensive player of the year. You're just some guy out there tackling the Chiefs every single time they touch the football. I like Tremaine Edmonds. He had 9 total tackles. He had a sack and an interception. You also had Nate Landman, who had 9 total tackles, 1.5 sacks. You had Micah Parsons, who had 5 total tackles with 3 sacks. Led the week with sacks. You had Quentin Lake, who had 6 total tackles, a sack, and a forced fumble. And then you had Deron Bland, 7 total tackles, 1 interception, a pass deflection, and a touchdown.
Pika Sixu.
For me, I like let's see.
I'll take
I like,
Micah because they look at sacks.
Micah definitely finally got his shine.
Oh,
Micah got his shine. I'll give you Micah 1. Landman, he's gonna make the list. He's a fucking linebacker who's he got to the quarterback 1.5 times. He's making tackles on the field, 9 total tackles, or across the field, should I say? I like that. But then you had Deron Bland, who did his fucking thing. 7 tackles, pick 6, pass deflection. You had Tremaine though, who had the sack with the interception and 9 total tackles. And then you had Quentin Lake, who had 6 total tackles, a sack, and a forced fumble. All right, give me. I'll give Micah the spot for the sake of the three sacks. I like Landman. I like Tremaine.
I do Landman 2, Tremaine 3.
Deron Bland 2, though. I like.
Deron Bland's pick 6 was on Marcus Mariota on one of the worst balls I've ever seen in my entire life.
All right, well then give me Landman and Tremaine.
Works.
Landman and Tremaine. And what did you say?
Same thing.
Same exact thing? Okay, Landman and Tremaine. All right, cool. Our depoys for week 7, we got Micah at 1, Nate Landman at 2, Tremaine Edmonds at 3. Tremaine Edmonds at 3, Devin. All right. With all that being said, we talked all week 7 football. We talked every single thing that could have went down during week 7 Sunday and Monday football, Devin. We had some guys who might have confirmed they were frauds. We had teams who might have confirmed they might be playoff contenders. We had some shit. Now, before we get out of here, obviously, I'm gonna just pull up week 8 real quick, see who's playing. Man, fucking eyes are burning. We got the Vikings versus the Chargers for Thursday Night Football.
More fraud watch. But
fraud watch.
It's fraud versus fraud. Fraud v. fraud. 2 teams who both need to prove things. Chargers more so than the Vikings because they're supposed to be good. That's tough. I think if
Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. I don't know if the Chargers are stopping that.
Plus that defense, and the Chargers don't have an offense. Not that the Vikings' defense has been insane, but I don't know. I'm taking the Vikings,
give me the
but
Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings, but it's conditional to the fact that the Chargers will continue to play the way they have played over the past 3 weeks.
Give me yeah. I'm gonna agree. I'm going to agree. I gotta go with the Vikings. But like I said, Devin, it's time to get out of here. We talked every single game of Week 7. We have our power ranking. We have our O-poys, our D-poys, our MVPs. Is there anything that you need to or want to say before we get out of here?
The World Series is set with one team I didn't really want to see, and then one team I don't really care about. I wanted to see the Mariners beat the Blue Jays. They did not, and the Dodgers are inevitable. They are like Thanos. Not that I give a shit about anything Marvel related. I think that shit sucks. But so yeah, the Dodgers are gonna destroy the Blue Jays unless the Blue Jays, I don't know, decide to get better pitching. So should be a quick World Series, 6 games max, probably 5, maybe 4. Dodgers in
World Series.
Who cares?
Okay. Well, there you go. It's fucking World Series season.
See, because the Mariners, bottom of the 7th, sure, they're up 2. They put 2 men on. They change the pitcher to face one of the Blue Jays' good hitters. And there's one out, and instead of walking him to make a potential for a double play, because he's been playing well all series, they decided to change pitchers and then pitch to him and leave a fastball right high and inside where he wants it, and he cranked it. And the Blue Jays went up 3-4, and are still the only team in the MLB who has never made it to a World Series. That almost ended this year, but now it has not.
Oh man. Well, there you go. Baseball talk with Devin at the end of the episode. But hopefully you all enjoyed this episode of On It. We will be back on Saturday to predict all of Week 8. We're about halfway there, Devin. Halfway through the regular season. We're gonna be predicting Week 8 football.
This is the most confused I've been through Week 8 in a while.
For sure. It's a super balanced league right now. But also be back to talk Thursday night football. I'm sure some drama. I'm sure some bullshit's gonna go on between now and Friday, whenever we record the next episode. I'm sure some shit's gonna go down, Devin. We all know it is. That trade deadline. When the fuck is that trade deadline? As I said, that should be coming up as well.
Was it like the first Thursday in November or something? First Wednesday in November?
I think it might be. But yeah, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We will be back on Saturday. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.